Hello Cancer, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do your classic Lenormand card reading. We have no preset goal, we have no topic, we just follow the cards, but mostly if we follow the cards, topic is very soon to come out. It's mostly something that occupies your mind for the moment, something that keeps you busy or something that is going around you. So Cancer, here we go for your Lenormand card reading for the month of May. Cancer, and welcome to your classic Lenormand card reading for the month of May. As your first card here, we see the snake. The snake is a kind of card of diplomacy. It's a card of tact. It's a smart card. It's a very wise card. So there should be some wisdom upon you. Also, this card asks us to be wise, to be smart, to be tactful, to be diplomatic. This is what this card is about. If you have certain thoughts, mostly also with this card, it's best that we don't share our thoughts. We keep our thoughts for us. Also, if we have a creative profession, it's best here to keep the creativity for ourselves. There could be some creativity because the moon is creativity, it's the mind. So there could be some creativity going on. If you feel in a creative period, it's best also to keep this for us. We don't share this with others here. This is what we are seeing here, but diplomacy will be very easy for you during this period here. Anyway, if you are planning certain actions related to creativity, related to your job, it's best here with the snake to wait. The snake is a card for wait and see. So you need to move at the right moment. The snake mostly it operates, or it starts operating when it knows it's safe. And for Cancer, they like to be safe. So here it's best here that you start moving, or you start certain actions when you're absolutely sure your things are going to be appreciated. With the moon, we could receive some honors, but we will go later into that. The moon then on itself, here we see that probably we receive honors in silence. Maybe people appreciate the work that we are doing very much. If we have a creative profession, it's possible that we receive appreciation for our job. This is what we are seeing here. But people could come to us in a quiet way. There's not like a loud party here with this combination. It's possible that people come in a silent way to us and they show their appreciation in a quiet way here. In another way, it's possible that certain offers are made to you. Job offers is possible here, but we have the coffin here also. So these are all silent cards. So it's best here to think this offer very good through. And if you are sure you want it, you can move. The coffin is a card of psychology. So we need to approach it in a calm, smart way and let our mind settle in the offer that we are. But mostly the offers that we are receiving are quite honorable. This is what we are seeing here. The best thing here with the moon is intuition. And the moon is the main planet in astrology for Cancer. So you need to follow your feelings. It's very important that you follow your feeling, because the moon is all about feelings. This is what we are seeing here. Intuition, creativity, you need to follow here what you're feeling. It's very important to do so here with this card. If you are probably also with this card in the middle, you will have a lot of trust. But since you have the snake there, be calm, watch a little bit around before you move. It's always advisable, but you will have a very creative period, especially if you have some time alone and in silence. You will become more creative. Mostly if people are in remote areas, they are in quiet areas, they're on their own, their creativity tends to multiply. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Mostly also this gives, if people around you, if we are creative, we give a little very good positive impression to people. This is what we are seeing here. Then we're gonna go mirror the cards. We're gonna go mirroring the corner cards. We have the snake here and the Cid here. We need to be careful here, as I said, before we move, because sometimes we could come in a situation and we make a decision and maybe we didn't expect this. We should be staying alert. You actually need to be a little bit like a snake and wait it out. This is what we are seeing here, because here could literally somebody could backstab us or give us a bite. So we need to be careful here with this combination, and this could go quite sudden, and it could be if you receive some problem, or if some problem occurs, it could be quite painful, not necessarily physically, but there could be a painful result of this, because the whip is about pain. So be careful here if you make certain actions that you are sure here. Don't be careful that you don't fall victim to somebody's dishonesty, because you are more in an honest sphere, and the other people around you might not have your best interest in mind. So be careful here. As I said here, if you have the snake there, it's best to keep quiet and wait till the right time to move, because you could have some dishonest people around you, especially if you are the creative type. Be careful that they don't run with your work, they don't steal your work or things like that, or your work is not taken from you. So be careful. There could also be some jealousy around you, especially people sometimes are jealous if we are the creative type, and these people could be jealous for you here because you yourself are creative. If you are a man, also be careful with women. If they approach you, especially if you're a creative type. Also for women itself, be careful with colleagues here, or don't share your specific creative knowledge with other people here. This is what we are seeing here, because we literally could get a cut here, and it could disappoint you, and it could take away certain ambitions. So you are urged here to move very slowly and look around you here, because this is a warning here for you, for preventing that you get hurt. Sometimes the cards, they give us warning signals, and this is one of those warning signals that we are seeing here. Then we're gonna mirror the cross and the coffin. The cross and the coffin here, for some people here, this could mean that in the recent past they have somebody who passed on, and this person, we have the sun there. This person is still watching over you. For those people who are in that kind of belief, or they think that this person is still above them, or they feel the sense. If you feel the sense that the person is still there, it is like this, because this person is watching over you. So probably he's recently passed over. This is what we are seeing here. If this person passed away, and this was quite suddenly, it means with the cross, it means it's destined to be. The task for this person was finished. It was his or her time to pass over. So it means their life, the intentions of their life, or what they needed to achieve in this life, it's finished. It can be painful when somebody passes over, but it means that this person, his life task for this life is finished. This is what we are seeing here. And we could be in a phase of grief here, even though I'm sharing this information with you. This could be a dark period for us, but since we have the sun here, there's a bright spark, because even though this period might be difficult for you because this person is passed over, you have the sun here, and the sun put things, even the times are dark, in a positive spotlight. So we could maybe learn something about it. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe we take a lesson out of it. Maybe we appreciated the lessons from this person itself. This is what we are seeing. It also means that better times are ahead. They will be more positive than you think they are. If you are in a little bit a down period with the sun in the middle, this period of grief could be shorter than expected. I don't mean this in a negative sense, but it's like you overcome it more faster. This is what we are seeing here, because better times is coming here with this combination. If you felt a little bit under the weather also, you will more easy recover. This is what we are seeing here, but it could have been a painful ending, what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. For yourself, it could mean that you're spiritually, that it had an impact on you, on your emotions, on your feelings, and that you're spiritually changing. Here, this is what we are seeing here with this card, but there was probably no choice. You needed to let go for some reason. It's like a test of of death here that we have. Fate is testing us for how we act or we react here. This is what we are seeing here. But if you have certain dreams, don't let it influence your work. Try to use this in your creativity, even though it's painful. Sometimes we can reorganize this in our work here with this combination of cards. Maybe this person had some kind of terminal thing here. This is what we are seeing here, because these are not fast cards. But it's possible that there is something terminal there with this person that is passed away. Then we're gonna go in the vertical lines. So the first line is the recent past. This represents the present, and this is the future. So here in the very recent past here, probably you managed a very tricky situation very good. As I said, be careful, but you have the snake there if you want, and people are tricky to you. If you have those cards, you will probably intuitively feel them coming, but don't be too trustworthy, as I see, as we saw earlier. But we can overcome this challenge successfully. This is what we are seeing here. If there was a certain threat, we are also able with this combination to disarm it. This is what we are seeing here. And these people who try to bring us in a certain position, they are more now harmless. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Anyway, we see here, if there is a certain situation in our life that has been ending on the creative front, on the work front, on the relationship front, here we see here that it's time to move on. This is what we are seeing here. There was a certain situation recently that led to a dead end. And it's destined to be, because we have the cross, it's destined to be. There is no other possibility. It's the only option. It's meant to be. It's destined to be. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Again, here we see here not to share information with others. The key is solutions. It solves everything. So the solution here is to keep quiet, because it's destined to be. And probably you will get emotionally wiser. This is what we are seeing here also with this card. Don't share your solutions with others, especially on the creative front, on your work front. We always see the same information coming back here. The snake is very easy to maneuver, so it can move around tricky situation, as you understand here. And here you are literally able to move like a snake in tricky situations. So it's like you're maneuvering yourself here around it. You could be a little bit moody because we have the moon there in the middle, and the moon sometimes can be a little bit moody. And since you are ruled by Cancer, you know what I mean by that. Anyway, there could be a certain desire of freedom here also that we are having here, because sometimes the snake, she likes to be free. She likes to be freed from certain things here with this combination. But maybe it's not easy, because some things will be destined to be, some problems will be destined to be, and also we cannot rely on things that have not been made solid. So don't if things are not stable yet, don't go in there yet. But you will find a lot of solutions here with this combination of cards here. If you have certain enemies or people who have bad intention towards you with the snake, you will be able to reveal them. This is what we are seeing here. You reveal them, or they will reveal themselves by some way, and this will give you a kind of liberation. This is what we are seeing here, and you will see the relief coming in that here, but you will be probably very strong, focused on a certain goal in your life, on a destiny that you want to achieve here. Also, this points that we have a certain eye opener, that we have an aha moment in our life. This is what we are seeing here. But don't be naive here with this combination here, because there could be somebody around you who has a selfish agenda. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also, I want to mention this also, if you have a partner here, it's another case, but if you are new into a relationship, sometimes also this points that we interact with certain people on the sexual level. So this points to sexual interactions. This is what we are seeing here. And it's possible for a certain reason that you say yes, maybe you have your own reasons here, and it's possible you say yes. Maybe in other conditions you would not say yes, but here with this combination you can be. Since we have the moon in the middle, be careful if you don't want pregnancy, because the moon is very fertile. It receives, it's the hormonal. So be careful if you have interaction here with certain people here, that you don't have consequences. Of course, if you want the consequences, that's something else. But anyway, be careful here with this combination. But probably you will say yes if it's a long time that you didn't agree with that kind of action. And then we have the key and the cross here. This is a very powerful combination actually that we are seeing here. If you are moving in a slow pace, an intuitive pace here, things will work out as it's destined to be. There is like a kind of that things fall in place. It's like something magical here is happening, and you should have faith in your ability and your creativity. This is what we are seeing here. It's like something subconsciously, because the moon is subconsciously, and the coffin is a very smart, is a very psychological card also. So subconsciously there is a fatal guidance, but in a positive way, that are playing here an important role in our life here. It's like we're able to connect with the deeper side, the darker side of ourselves. And I don't mean this in a negative way. It could be very creative here. Sometimes if we connect to other parts of our being, this could have a very positive effect. Sometimes also for some people here, we could feel a little bit vulnerable. For other people, their spirituality will become more important. For other people, their religion will become more important, no matter what your religion or your spirituality is here. But you could find some release in there. There might be also, even if this is a very good period, there might be some kind of cross that we are carrying. It's like we're carrying something with us. Even though things go easy, still we are carrying something. It's like we're open to suffering. This is what we are seeing here. For some people also, don't turn into a martyr here. This is also sometimes that we see here. Be careful from that you don't turn into a martyr here with this combination. Or if people want to abuse you or use you, be careful that you don't become the scapegoat. There are a lot of positives here, but also negative side. So be careful here. You already had several warnings. You will need to approach it in a very diplomatic way. Certain duties you will be relieved of. So if there are certain duties that you had and they're putting pressure on you, from some of them you will be relieved, some not. So it will be a little bit, it's like we're coming a little bit in a moody situation here. This is what, some will go, some will stay. This is what we are seeing here. But there is a certain pain relief here. We see the light on the end of the tunnel here. This is what we are seeing here. But we probably will need to do some efforts for finding the path. But you have a very creative period here. So this is the positive side of it. Then we have the whip, the moon and the sun. The whip and the moon here. It's possible here with this card that if certain things went wrong, or people tried to shame you, or they did something to dishonor you, that this is rectified. Sometimes this points to reconciliation. So these people might come to you, they might know that they hurt you, and they come to you here. This is what we are seeing here. But at the least we can say here, there's an emotional argument here, a disagreement. People maybe try to embarrass you, but this will be restored. This combination is restored. So it might happen first, but then it's restored. This is what we are seeing here. This could be on your work front or related to what you do. This is what we are seeing here. Or it could be also emotionally intertwined. This is what we are seeing here, but mostly it relates to the work here with this combination. This person might be angry, and he or she could really have had at that moment, the moon is moments, periods, and at that time that person could really have the intention, he or she, for hurting you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Again, here we see interactions here on the physical level. So if you want, that is a positive here. Also, if you have physicality, sexuality with a person, you will be very strong emotional, because this is a very strong emotional combination. So if you interact, you will feel very strong emotions here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible after the interaction, you have a disagreement, or during it. So this is what, it's a little bit odd to say, but sometimes this is what this combination gives. Maybe certain people are trying to restrict your freedom here. This is what we are seeing here, but also this is a very on the level on physicality. This is a very creative creative combination also on the level with partnership. So if you interact with a partner, you will attract a partner that is very creative in the bedroom. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Or you yourself are very creative. This is what we are seeing here. There could be some extremes here that you could discover here on that front, a side of yourself that you didn't know that you had, or you discover this from the other person. This is what we are seeing here. It can go a little bit here with this combination. If people are bad to us in another way, we will also not let it go lightly, but we have the snake there. Wait your time. If people try to dishonor you, wait till it's the right time. Your time will come. Your time will come. No worries, it will come. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, what we see more here, it's possible also that you have the intuition, even your career field or your work field is not easy to pursue. You know, it's not easy, but you will still pursue it because you know for yourself emotionally that it's the right way to do. It's the right thing to do for you. It's the path you need to go. It's destined to be. So it's possible that you feel that yourself. Maybe other people says to you, why you do this, why it's so hard, it's like this and it's like that. And maybe you keep quiet and you just move on, and because you know it's your destiny, it's meant to be. This is what we are seeing here. And sometimes also we are tired and we are still continuing. This is what we are seeing here. It's like here it's like still waters run deep. We cannot see the depth of our own ocean, and we discover it here as we go. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But there could also be a kind of sadness around us, as we saw earlier here. This is what we are seeing here. But also it's a very ambitious combination that we are seeing here. Also, you will reflect over certain painful situations that you endured before, certain emotions that we have. You will be very emotional. It's very good for creative because emotions create also. So on another way also, you will have very strong emotions on all fronts of your life. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also people could be quite harsh talking to you. I know some cancers will not like to hear this, but it's possible that you encounter that here with this combination. It's possible that if you have a certain partner and it's like always off and on, that it's like we cannot say definitely goodbye. This person always pops up again in our life and we don't know how to end this. It's like it's something always bring us back, even we are not searching for us, it's always popping up again. That same person pops always up and we always say yes again. This is also a combination that we are seeing here. This could be that we are a little bit led by our emotion, but also the attraction to the person. We are attracted to this person, his personality. There's something there, and there's a we cannot it's like we cannot escape the fate here. Some people of you here will experience this as a kind of addiction here with this combination of cards. For some people also, it could mean that they are involved in the military or something. It will not apply on everybody, but sometimes this is also military combinations that we are seeing here. People who are creative in the military front, like that army front here, they are strategists here. That is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also, if we are in foreign countries, we need to be careful here with this combination. If you're military, you need to be careful with this combination. Look around you, that you don't fall into certain traps here. It's a totally different angle, but for some people it could apply here, that sometimes this means that we are catched by the enemy. So be careful here with this combination. I just mentioned this also. But anyway, you will be very at your guard here, and it's best to be also with this combination. There is still a process going on here. There could be some critique here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. There is like we could experience here also like there's a conflict, an emotional conflict here. This is what we are seeing here. There could be some emotional injuries here from the past that popping up, or that we are experiencing. Then we have the moon and the sun. This is a very nice combination. I'm gonna say here with the snake, on love affairs, this is not a good card. On the physical front, with partnerships, this is very good. If you have interactions with a partner, this is a very good card. It means it's very steamy, there's a lot of passion, it's very good. But for fixed relationships, for permanent relationships, it's not a good card. Why? Because it means there's somebody else involved. It could be you, that your heart is still in another person. It could be the person that you are involved in is involved with another person. So here there is a third party involved with the snake. So also, I want to mention this also, if you are competing for a certain job, it means you have competition, but you cannot see the competition. But as we saw earlier, the competition will reveal itself as you move on. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Anyway, coming back here to the sun and the moon here, this means what we have learned. So for instance, you learn something in school and you are mastering it, then it means you can go in your full potential. This is actually a very nice combination for artists, for people who are creative. This is one of the best combinations that you can have. So this is a very good creative period for you. This is as good as it gets if you are a creative person. This means you can really make something out of nothing. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, but mostly also it means there is love, emotions, feelings a lot here involved here with this combination. Sometimes we cannot see things clear anymore on the love front here because there's a lot of attraction here that we are seeing here. You will have happy moments here with this partner, but you have the snake there, you need to wait it out. It could be that this is a changing process because the moon has a circle. So it means that this could come to an end and that later on it becomes serious, but maybe we need to wait till it's full circle. Maybe for this month, it's not yet there. This is because this is a reading for a month. So it's possible later on it changes. So we need to follow up then on later on. But you could feel a very strong connection here to this person. Maybe this person, he recognizes you also. He sees that you're emotional. He or she supports your success. And it could be a very confusing time here because there is a very good connection with this person. Also, it points to the higher unseen world, our creativity here. We could spend a day with a person that is close to us. This is what we are seeing here. And the emotions that you will experience will be the obvious emotions. You already know what is here, but it's possible that you spend a day or a weekend here together. This is what we are seeing here. It points also to ESP, sixth sense work. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we have the sit, the tree, and the coffin. The sit and the tree here, this last combination, it's quite good here that we are seeing here. It's like we are uprooting ourselves from difficult situation. So there will be some radical changes on our life here. A sudden improvement comes out. So you will wait for a while, and if you wait till the right moment, suddenly things are moving. This is what we are seeing here. There is growth because the tree grows. It's not fast. The tree grows, but since you have the sit there, you will have more growth than anticipated because the sit is a sudden card. So suddenly it's like we plant something and the tree is like planted and he grows faster than the other trees. So here we see that there is a kind of faster growing of our situation in a positive way here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. It's possible also that you do your annual checkup. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Maybe you go to the hospital for an annual checkup. Sometimes this comes out out here also with this combination, and you probably do a very thorough investigation because the coffin goes in depth. Maybe it's not a superficial investigation that you're doing, but you really go into depth. How is your health? Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe you suspect something or something. But here we see that we do a deeper investigation with this card. For some people also, maybe there's an operation planned already for a long time, and it's time for this operation. This is possible also. It's possible it's planned already, this operation. Since the moon is about the femality, so it could be related for women to their femality. So maybe it's something like that. Of course, it will not apply on everybody, but it's a possibility there with the moon. And then we have the sun here also. If you're a man, it could be related to that. This is what we are seeing here. There will be a taking stock of our health. This is what we are seeing. See how healthy we are. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we should not rush with this combination. Even things here are going faster here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. If we had conservative points of view, because there's a lot of going on here, it's possible that certain points, things that you saw in a certain light, in a certain way, and if you see that and you observe yourself, maybe you think to yourself, maybe I was too conservative about that, and you make some changes in that. This is what we are seeing here. For some people also, they will become very health conscious. Maybe they refuse certain medication. If something, sometimes also it means is something, if somebody or an organization or a government would put pressure on us for taking medication, we say no. We know that governments all around the world now putting pressure, but it's possible here with this combination, you're suspicious about that and you don't want. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we disconnect here with this card. We disconnect. We are maybe emotional, but we see here also with this combination, there could be like, it's a little bit odd what I'm going to say now. There could be an antisocial behavior, but it is out of smartness. So it's like you don't trust the situation, and this antisocial behavior points out to be actually intelligent. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Maybe it's something you're feeling that you should not do, and it might turn out to be an intelligent move here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You could take some distance. You could not follow the other sheep. We take distance here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. And then we have the tree and the coffin here. If there were health issues, if there were in your life, or there are, this means that we have a positive recovery. We find our strength back, especially with the sun here. If you have the sun near things that surgery or things that we are not feeling well, this is positive. You know, the sun brings light, so it's a positive health condition that we are coming here. It's possible also that if we need to recover, we need to rest. This is what we are seeing here. And the moon also represents sleeping. So probably we will sleep more for getting our feet back on the ground. Maybe this is a period of rest. If you had an operation, if you didn't feel well here, this is what we are seeing. Of course, it will not apply, but we will need sufficient rest here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. For some people, if they were confronted with a passing over, this combination sometimes also means there is money coming to you from inheritances. It will not apply on everybody, but if somebody would have passed away in your environment that is close to you, a parent or whatever, or close family or somebody that you know, it's possible money is coming to you here with this combination of cards. Anyway, we need to take care of our health here, our physical health and our mental health here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you don't have too much patience, but you should. Sometimes if we are not well or our body is need to recover from surgery, we need to give it some time also. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But there could also be like, this sometimes also is that we are very strong feeling the other side, like there's shamanism here, that we have a window to the other side. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that some of your relatives, they have a lot of intuitive powers. They have a very good sixth sense, and you have that inherited. This is what we are seeing here. So don't be afraid of that, because probably if your parents had that or your relatives had it and there was never spoken about it, sometimes it's not spoken about, but this is what we see here. It comes out of the generations before. This is what we are seeing. So if you feel that, don't need to be scared, because some people suppress this. Maybe your parents suppress this. So this is possible here with this combination, but it means it's here, it's available here. This is what we are seeing here. But the person that passed over, it was the time, this points healthy loss here. This is what we are seeing here with this. This could be a grandfather or a grandmother here. There's a natural ending here of the circle. It was the time. Then we have we're going to see if we can add something with the cross. We have the snake, the moon, and the coffin. Here we see that we have natural wisdom for the moment here. Peaceful solutions is best here. What you need to do if you have a job offer, this points to negotiations. Be quiet, be calm, and if you play it smart in a psychological way, you will get what you want. But you need to keep calm. If there is negotiations, you need to approach it not in an aggressive way. You need to approach it in a diplomatical way. And you can temporarily suspend these negotiations for getting what you want. And if you are made a certain offer, you can, for instance, say, we will continue this conversation later because I need to think about it. This is a very good combination for that, but you need to negotiate in a diplomatic way. Aggressiveness, it will not work here, but you will get what you want if you are diplomatic here. You need to do it in a roundabout way, because the snake goes around the problem. You need to go to in a roundabout way. And in a way, if you do so, you will make like a charming, enchanting impression. And you will get a very good effect if you do so. This is what we are seeing here. Even though you are annoyed, it doesn't go as you want, but you still will get where you want to be here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. As I said here, if you are in a relationship, this means there are triangles. We see this coming back here. If we have a competitor, also, we have a very strong focus on what we are doing here. And it's possible that we work harder for working our competition away. This is what we are seeing here with this combination here. If certain people around you, it's possible that you are able to guide their emotion. For instance, this is a very good combination also for somebody who gives psychological advice, mental advice to people. It's like you literally feel what is the best way for other people to go here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we can literally see their dark side. But as I said here, it's very good also for transferring this in your creativity. This is what we are seeing here. There's a deep wisdom here with this card. And sometimes we could also have a conflict between our ambition and to rest. As I said, you will need to see, even if you want to work a lot, that you have enough rest here, because the moon tells us we need rest. If you rest more, you will be more creative. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. On the long run, if you have been quiet before, eventually you will vent your emotions, but you need to do it at the right time, at the right moment. Some people around us could not be so honest. I mentioned this earlier here. Sometimes also here it says again that you somehow are connected to the world of movies, illusions. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination of cards. Maybe we are creative in that area. This is possible also. What we see more here. There's also some sophistication here in our work. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Also, here we could have a conflict. Are we repressing, or are we coming out what we feel? This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. You need to allow your mind to work to be more creative. Then we have the moon and the coffin here. So here we see that a certain cycle in your life is finished. if you feel impatient, you will need to be patient for certain areas of your life. Take it easy, rest enough here. The cycle is complete and you are ready to go in the next stage here. This is what we are seeing here. With this combination, but we need rest here, especially as we saw here. If somebody passed away, we need to place this, give this in a place in our emotions. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Then we have the sit, the moon, and the cross here. The sit and the moon, it points that suddenly we get an invitation for somebody. You will like this invitation, and maybe you have been waiting for a certain invitation. That you're getting here. Sometimes also it means that maybe we want to connect. Sometimes also that we go literally to a card reader for a personal readings, for an astrological reading. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we suddenly become conscious of certain areas in our life. We see things in a different light. We have, it's like sometimes this combination is like we are a little bit enlightened on the work front. We can see things that other people cannot see, especially on the creative front here. We are conscious of something. You could have like, especially if you are well educated, you studied a certain, even if you have no education, but you study a certain topic in a certain area for a long time and you have a lot of knowledge. Sometimes it means that suddenly we have access to a subconscious part of ourselves that we didn't have, and it will inspire your creativity. This is what we are seeing here. It's like literally here, suddenly our talents are popping open. Suddenly it pops open and it's destined to be here. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of creative decisions here, what we are seeing here. We literally embark here to a creative adventures. If we had difficult periods before and we moaned a little bit, this will stop also. This is what we are seeing here. It's like we suddenly wake up here, we get some form of enlightenment here, we see things clear. We could literally have, Cancer is a very sensitive sign, they could literally have clear moment, and maybe the first time it makes you a little bit uncomfortable, but you could literally see things here with this combination, assess sixth sense here, especially for creative people who have a lot of, if you know something about astrology, if you have a lot of water in your chart, especially, you could feel a lot of things here. This is what we are seeing here with this. Then we have the moon and the cross. The moon and cross here, we are recognized here then eventually for our work here. Spirituality also is involved, but we already mentioned this here. Sometimes also because you are very emotional in certain areas, you will not tolerate in maybe at certain moments to go deep into it. Maybe it's confusing for you. So this is what we are seeing here. And at certain moments you will say, no, I don't want to be emotional about it. I don't want to go that because maybe this is a new situation here. It's possible also for some of you, because they have these enlightened, these clear moments, they feel it like a burden. Because with the you could think, but I didn't want this. I don't want to see this. But with the cross here, it's destined to be. So there's not much choice. This is the destiny. So if you feel those things, it's destined to be here. If you see darker things here, it's possible that you see darker things in the other side. This is possible also. You don't need to be necessarily scared of it, but you could see things here from the other side. It's like literally we have a connection here to the other side. That's why I mentioned earlier, there could be a contact here still with that person here, because maybe you were very strong connected to before, and it gives you access, because the key gives our emotion access here, and you could literally ground these emotions. So the emotions make us creativity and ground what we are making. So we could literally do something with it. It doesn't matter in what field of work you are. You can even be in the financial sector. You can be whatever. We can be creative with in the kitchen. We can be creative on the artistic field. We can be creative in every field, any field of our work. So it applies actually on everybody. So Cancer, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you are interested in more financial, I do also philosophical financial card readings. You can find those also on my channel. And then we have also the the other card readings that we are doing. They are more philosophical, spiritual, and these work as guides. They are short readings, but the 3 readings together you can put together for your month to come, and you get a better overview. Anyway, Cancer, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we see each other next time. Bye bye for now.